That after lunch are not so sleepy. So my name is Sina. I've been in OWASP about 3 years, 4 years in Malaysia. I've been in Malaysia for 6 years. I'm living in Malaysia, so I'm going to become a Malaysian very soon. I'm not getting a PR, but in terms of being 6 years in Malaysia. So when people asking me that, how's Malaysia? I said, I'm living here for 6 years. The answer is there. So I started working in here with different companies, training bodies, as well as consultation companies. I worked with EC Council, my first company that I joined. Then I moved to another companies, and then I get back to my own father company, EC Council. So now I'm EC Council senior security consultant. I'm sure that everyone knows EC Council, right? Certified ethical hacker, certified hacking forensics investigator. So now I'm a CISO advisor for one of the local banks in here, not the yellow one, the other one. We are not allowed to share the name, but the color is different. It's not yellow, it's just similar, that's sure. So like I just introduced myself, I have reported so many 0 days vulnerability as well as vulnerabilities existed in the different government agencies in Malaysia, back in Iran and other countries. Sadly, I can say that there are vulnerabilities that I have reported about 2 years back, and it's from Malaysian government agencies. And it still is there. It's a fully SQL injection that you can access to the entire database. 2 years passed, and I have reported several times to them. Unfortunately, that information, that vulnerability still is there. So currently, I'm just working as a CISO advisor. I'm not only about the vulnerability assessment or penetration testing. I'm designing, developing the IT security strategies for the bank. So the strategy goes for the next 3 years. So it's more on the strategy-wise. At the same time, I'm doing the cyber threat intel analysis as well, which today talk is more involved with that. So that's where we are going to talk about cyber crime and criminal, cyber crime as a service, and then we will talk about the wide world of the internet, that so many crime is there, and the quick win, that how we can cope with these crimes and these incidents, and how we can mitigate the risk, reduce the risk. So if we want to define a crime, we say that in a very general term, saying that anything that is against the law, which can, from the law perspective, we can say that it's using technology, computer technology to commit the crime. So the crime definition is clear, but when we are talking about cyber crime, still any crime traditionally we had before, like a murder, like a drug dealing, like a kidnapping, like a pornography, all of those crimes used to be there before, right? So now any of those crimes that is using the computer technology can be known as cybercrime. And obviously anyone commit this crime will be considered as a cyber criminal. So cybercrime has been categorized, or let's say using the terms of the cybercrime as a service, for the first time was being used by the European cybercrime entity. They categorize it as a malware, child sexual abuse, payment fraud, criminal financial online, and so on and so on. So for the first time, they used this term, cybercrime as a service, in 2014. So now, when I'm saying that cybercrime as a service, what do you think about cybercrime as a service? And in parentheses, my session is a bit different. I'm not going to hold day talking here. And you're not going to be just, I'm not an actor that just want to look at me, so please interact with me, talk to me. That would be more fun, and we can share a lot of things. Okay, when I say that cybercrime as a service, what do you think about it?
Someone get paid to do the crime.
Why you should get paid to do the crime?
I mean, they give something.
No, I'm asking you.
No. Sorry.
Say they, I say you.
Oh.
Why would you do that?
I'm not doing that.
Imagine.
Yeah. It's just like, it's just for the name, famous, things
You are
like
putting yourself in trouble for a name?
some sort of that.
Dude, when I'm talking about cyber crime, it's about murder.
Yeah.
It's not about just hacking Modfastly website. No. It's a drug and it's a murder. It's totally different game. Okay, you said that you won't do that. Let's assume you have the hacking skill. And I want you to hack Fastly website. Would you do that?
Yeah.
I pay you 5,000. Bring it.
No, because
10,000.
It's a lot of money.
Because Fastly
It's a lot.
I can say it's most expert in this kind of
No.
this current.
Okay, he's expert. You're expert as well. 50,000.
Right. Yes.
See? So maybe in the beginning, we say that, oh, I'm an ethical hacker. No, we don't do that. So I believe that everyone has a price. So if you're not willing to do that for 5,000, even if not for 50, talking about 120, 50, 150, 200, by the end of the day, you would say yes, because money can pay it. So money is one of the motivation to commit crime. So you are a good shooter, so you can be, and you are very brave, so you're very well-known murderer in the murder community, like an OWASP community. Then we have a murder community, which we will going to discuss about that one as well. So these communities are conducting their own businesses. So we have OWASP talk, people come here, present their services, right? So we have firewall, we have cloud, we have IoT. So they have their own services, and in such kind of meetup, they're providing their own services. So in the dark web that we're going to touch it very soon, we're going to discuss about it as well. So we have different kind of a cyber crime as service. So let's remove the cyber crime and name it exactly. Crimeware as a service. Remember when we were talking about the Windows Azure, the cloud? So we were saying that you don't need to invest on your devices, you don't need to buy servers anymore. Just subscribe to the cloud services, they will do your job, right? So you put all your data over there, all your infrastructure is over there. So cyberware as a service does the same thing, and does the same thing for you. All right? Any questions so far? Okay. The next one will be malware as a service. What does malware as a service mean?
Like offering malware.
Okay.
Offering malware with a price. Then, okay.
Oh, that's right.
Like that.
So malware as a service is that either I already have a malware, like Zeus. Anyone heard about Zeus? Stuxnet? So Stuxnet was developed for Iran nuclear power. So it was in 2011, if I'm not mistaken. So now, by passing the time, Iran itself, they reverse engineered the Zeus, the Stuxnet, and customized and launched the attack against another country. So when you have the reverse engineering knowledge, you can customize the malware. Because when talking about the malware as a service, there are two kind of options. You give me the malware, the customized one, or you give me the source code. It's an open source community in here, right? You are in OWASP open source community. So I have the knowledge how to develop my own malware. So I just buy the source code from you, I customize it for exactly the same way for customized target, then I can launch it again.
Yes.
Hacking as a service. What does the hacking as a service mean? There are people sitting there waiting for you to hire them for hacking. So let's say WikiLeaks. Anyone heard about WikiLeaks?
Yes.
Okay, WikiLeaks is an organization, I don't know, entity, company, whatever. that they are attacking different databases of the government, big companies, organization to get the information, right? Then, information is money. So I get the information. How can I get the information? I don't need to be a great hacker. Just need to hire someone who has the hacking skill. He does the job for me. I pay him. Then I get the information. I sell it to another government agencies or another company. Let's say that Petronas is in competition with the Shell, for example. So they want to know that what Petronas is doing that they are more successful than Shell, or vice versa. There's a trade secret. There is an algorithm in processing the oil or whatever it is, right? So that trade secret is the key, winning key. So that's where we have some people offering the hacking services, right? Have you seen American Job movie? So the guy wanted to do some robbery. He just hired those robbers or drivers like Fast and Furious. So the same thing, hacking as a service. Another thing, research as a service. Research as a service can be the same as well. There's a new product launch. Let's say Microsoft today launched a new product, and they are competing with the Amazon as well. So Amazon will ask that, hey, anyone can hack this Azure for me? I pay for it. So we can. It's a kind of do the research, find how can we hack it. Do the research, find what is the existing vulnerability. In a white hat community, when we find a zero-day vulnerability or when we find a vulnerability, the best thing we do is that sending an email to the person, hey, your system is vulnerable, this is the things that you need to do, the best practices to fix that vulnerability, right? So just imagine with that government agency that I have seen, the database can be exactly fully accessible for me, I can sell it. They didn't respond my email. Even if they respond, said in best case scenario, thank you, Sina. Right? Or maybe after siguring ayam. That's the best case scenario. But I can sell it in the dark web. Say that, hey, you want the government's data? That's how much costs you? 1 million ringgit, 100,000 ringgit, depending on the case. So when I'm talking about these kind of things, there is a market for it. We have a Pasar Malam, right? We have Giants, we have Tesco, and we have a black market for these kind of services. Citadel is one of the malwares that you can buy it, and it's a commercial malware. Okay, you can buy it, either you can customize it, or you can use it the same. So it has a very user-friendly dashboard. Talking about where's our friend, the web friend. So it has a user-friendly